Greetings and welcome to the Raid and Chaos guide for Scrapper. First off, I gotta apologize that this guide is not gonna be a complete one. I just simply didn't have time because closed beta is right around the corner. So I will just briefly go over most of the things about the class, starting with class engravings, then stat allocation, ideal and general engravings, and then showcase all the raid builds and chaos builds, and a little bit of gameplay for each one of them. So starting off with class engravings, Scrapper has access to two of them. One of them is Taijutsu on the left. What it does is it increases your recovery of key energy by 300% and the damage of key skills, while reducing shock skill damage by 30% at all levels. And the regeneration and damage goes up with each level as well. And then on the right, shock regeneration, what it does is just increases your shock skill damage with each level and increases your regeneration of shock energy. Alright, stat distribution. On the left, for Taijutsu, when you go this engraving, you have to focus on crit and swiftness. Ideally, crit more than swiftness, and none of the other stats. If you choose to go shock regeneration, this also applies to a completely fresh character that doesn't have any engravings whatsoever. A character like that would focus on crit and speciality, mostly, and no other stats. Alright, ideal general engravings. If you go the Taijutsu route, obviously you want to get Taijutsu itself, but whenever you get additional engravings, you should be looking for Grudge, Curse Stall, and Backstabbing Master. And as per Shock, obviously Shock itself, and then Grudge, Curse Stall, and Spirit Absorb would be your optimal choices. And as an additional note, whenever you try to go for engravings that have negatives on them, like for example Grudge or Cursed Doll, you should make sure that you're capable of getting them as high as possible. Most ideally level 2 or 3. Alright, fresh level 50 raid builds. You've just hit 50, all you have is 252 skill points to allocate if you have not done a single skill point quest. So I'll be showcasing on the left a variant that is my own creation, and on the right here is the so-called meta build. So, and to understand the graph a little bit better, on the left and right, these are the skills. These two columns are the level 4 tripods for that specific skill. These two columns are level 7 tripods, and these two columns are level 10 tripods. And then also here a 264 variant and a 284 skill point variant for whenever you obtain more skill points in the game. And then as for a fresh level 50 chaos build, we only have one. It's a pretty solid one, so that's what we're gonna stick with. And then once again, here's higher point versions of the same build. And then finally, class engraving raid builds and later class engraving chaos builds. On the left is gonna be Taijutsu, and on the right is gonna be shock regeneration. Once again, multiple skill point versions for you to look at. And then here are the class engraving chaos builds. Alright, I'll leave you guys with a Guardian Clear on a character that's item level 320, and a chaos clear on basically a freshly made 50. Enjoy the closed beta, and for a more detailed raid guide or chaos guide, you just gotta wait closer to the release. I was not prepared for so much work, I'll be honest. Peace. Dark magic.